Hello everyone. Thank you for joining this time through our YouTube channel. My name is Bomson Hong. I am the pastor of the Centenary United Methodist Church at Louisiana, Missouri, and also the pastor of the Clarksville United Methodist Church in Clarksville, Missouri. Today's Bible lesson comes from Ephesians chapter 2, verse 11 to 22. It is part of the letter from Apostle Paul to people in Ephesus. He wrote this letter for early Christians, especially for Gentile. Gentile simply means non-Jewish. At that time, Jewish believed that they were the only chosen people by God. They thought love of God is limited to Jewish people. Even disciples of Jesus were saying. For example, when Jesus talked with the Samaritan woman, even his disciples had questioned why Jesus is doing this. They thought Jesus was the Messiah, but the Messiah for Jewish only. They believed God created the universe, but they didn't recognize the love of God is universal too. Apostle Paul was one of them. Once he was called Saul. When he was called Saul, he persecuted a follower of Jesus. But after he met Jesus, he changed his name to Paul from Saul. Saul was the most passionate Jewish more than ever. He didn't believe in Jesus is the Son of God because he thought it would be blasphemy. And he ignored non-Jewish people, of course. However, ironically, after his conversion, he understood what is true meaning of the love of Jesus more than ever. And he traveled many countries around him and told them gospel about goodness, good news. Jesus came to break the wall. Paul knew it. Paul knew it why Jesus came to us. However, some of the Christians still didn't get it. Some Jewish Christians still discriminated non-Jewish Christians. They considered only Jewish Christian is true Christian, but not for the non-Jewish Christian. But Paul clearly said, then you are no longer strangers and aliens, but you are citizens with the saints and also members of the household of God. What does it mean? It means God never discriminates whoever we are. The Bible is the Word of God. It gives us wisdom beyond time and space. Even it is written 2,000 years ago, God's living Word is still guiding us to righteousness and to goodness. However, history is repeated. And our attitude is repeated. People repeat same things always. For example, Jewish discriminated Jewish Christian, and Jewish Christian discriminated non-Jewish Christian. And then both of them are called as Christian finally, after a time of decades. However, when Christianity dominated Europe and world, the Christian discriminated non-Christian again. Now, we have freedom of religious. You can believe whatever you want. We don't persecute the religious because of the stance. However, we still have another kinds of discrimination towards people. In history, every people once has been discriminated. They were victims of discrimination through history. However, at the same time, while they were discriminated, they also discriminated other people. They were victims, but at the same time, they were attacker of discriminations too. Can you see this aspect now? Can you see this in this world around you? I can say we are living in the world of discrimination. Voices of discrimination are higher than any other ages in history. Sexism, racism, classism, ableism, anti-Semitism, ageism, heterosexism. Wow! So many words of discriminations are raised up in this age. So many groups of people are saying, stop the discrimination. Stop to discriminate us. It looks like fair, right? But let's see deeply. When we see this aspect very deeply, we easily can find that many of them raise their voice just for themselves. They care just about them. They say, stop discriminating them, but they discriminate other people still. They say they are victims, but they don't recognize they are also attacker. Isn't the same attitude with what Jewish Christian did in 2000 years ago? Isn't the same attitude with what Christian did in Europe in Middle of Ages? God is the God of love, God of grace, and God of forgiveness, but also God is the God of justice. Last Sunday, I preached about importance of having right fear. In other words, it is very important to have right knowledge and right information. So, what is justice to you? For me, justice is to treat other people as I want to be treated, and don't treat people as I don't want to be treated. In many times, we don't know what we don't know. And we believe that what we know is exactly right. So, but in many cases, it's not true. Even me, as a pastor, I have tons of things I don't know. And still, I don't know what I don't know. And I believe that what I know is not 100% right. So I'd like to suggest to you to think about what is right. What is right to you and what is right to God. God's love doesn't discriminate us. It is not limited. Just our think, our mind, and our interpretations are limited. So please read Ephesians chapter 2 verse 11 to 12 to 22 again. And then let's work together. Let's go together Please join this journey together to find God's good will for us. I expect you to join our online service on this Sunday, and we will talk about what do we need and what do we need to know. So God bless you and give you peace, and hope you are good and safe at your home. Amen.